So hi Tony, thanks for taking the time have us today. Before we get started, I just want to go over what we are we doing. So we are studying how people booking flights to understand their decision making process, challenges, and preference. There are no right or wrong answers. We just want to see how you naturally go about booking. Please act as if you are really booking a flight. You can talk aloud as you go, explain what you are doing and why. We might ask a few questions as we observe, but we won't interrupt too much. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Yes, so whenever you're ready, please start booking a flight from Chicago to Shanghai, just as you normally would.
Okay. So yeah, for summer, I'm planning to go back to Shanghai, to spend my summer there, and usually, I have not booked my international flight by myself before. But usually, what I do for local flights is just I search up the two destinations, and I suppose that's the same for international as well. And I can see here that Google is giving me a bunch of choices. For first, I guess I have to select the date. Yeah, okay. So I plan on, I say I'll do a round trip, and I plan on probably leaving on like the 11th, and I'll try to come back probably before when the next semester starts, which should be around end of August. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing up anything here. Maybe I should click on show flights here. Okay, alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, for Google, it seems like since I have a cheapest front option starting from 1.3K-ish, and okay. Well, for my priority, I would look for the flights with the best value. So yeah, I would look for cheaper ones, but also see how long the connection flight is in between. And I also have some personal preferences in the airlines because it's international and it's a very long flight. And for international, I personally don't really like United. And I have went with Korean Air before. They seem to be pretty good. But oh, why is it letting me choosing returning flights already? Yeah, so it seems like for Korean Air it will be 1.627K, and then I believe if you click here, yeah, it will show you prices, but I don't know why it's loading so slowly. Okay, so I can see here if I choose the 13th, I can get a cheaper flight for 1.2K, so I'll take a look at that. I'm just seeing those very slow. Okay, let's see if there's anything else on there.
So you think the price is the most important effect about your booking a flight?
Yeah, I think the price is really important because I mean the main purpose is to get back to China, to Shanghai for me. But then also I wouldn't take a flight that is super cheap, but it has like 10 or 15 hours for connection in between, because that's gonna be like too much of a struggle to wait for so long.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Delta is pretty good for international as well. And I also have a preference of taking the Chinese airlines, which I don't see here on Google website, which might be because this is an American website.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I see something I want, but I would probably try to go to Expedia. And do the same thing here. To TG. Oh, it doesn't say where I start from, but okay. And probably starting same time, end of August. Oh, why is it automatically on? Okay, leaving from. Oh, I was on the hotel site apparently. Yep. So it's good right here. ORD. Yeah. So let's see. And alright, let's see. Since this is a traveling website, it says that I can choose my airlines here. So I like to go with the Korean. Also Air China. Oh, it seems like it doesn't have everything I want as well. Cause I also have this other airline that I liked before. It's called like Southern China or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I see you're checking other sites. What are looking?
uh-huh.
So I see you're checking other websites. What are you looking for?
Oh, yeah, so I'm trying to look for the airline that I want. Or I don't really have one like specific one that I really need to have, but it's just something I prefer. But also I want to see maybe a third party website may
Yeah.
have a cheaper ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seems like this website actually has more expensive tickets. Let's see if that's because of the airlines. Yeah, so do I have to decide on which one I want?
Wait.
Yeah, for the purpose of the video, I have to choose which flight I will want to go on?
Yeah, sure. You can choose the flight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it seems like I'll go back to the Google site, see if there's anything for me. I think it has one from Cathay Pacific. I don't know, why is it showing two airlines? Does it mean that the first flight and the second flight is like different airlines? I suppose. Okay. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't really get what's happening here. Options. Cathay Pacific. Something's not loading here.
Yeah, the inland maybe not.
Try again.
Yeah, so do you usually compare the price across websites? So how do you decide which to trust?
Which website you trust?
Yeah.
Um, I would usually go with the websites I've heard of before or used before. So, for example, Expedia is something that it's a website that has a lot of advertisements before, and I suppose that these websites with a lot of advertisements will have to be more trustworthy. And honestly, I think most of these third-party websites should be pretty trustworthy because they probably work with the airlines for their flights or the hotels. So I think any of them should be mostly fine. But it seems like here we have a glitch where it doesn't let me go through to my booking options, so I can't take this one. So I have to go back and see if there's any other options. Okay, I think this one looks pretty okay. So depart in the morning and surrounds at 1.7K. Okay, one stop in between. Okay, I think this will be on one of my lists because it seems like a good price and good value. And then I'll probably go back and see if there's anything else that's even better.
Yeah.
So I'll check again for the dates affecting prices. Okay, I think we have a pretty good price here. And okay, this one seems to be the cheapest one, but it's got 2 stops. It seems very confusing, but do I get to pick one? So I think for these flights I have to stop 2 times in between, which is why it's cheaper. And I probably don't want that because it's gonna be a lot of work. Oh, is Eva the Japanese flight? One stop in between. Yeah, alright, I think this is it's probably where I'm gonna be deciding between Eva and Delta because they both seem to have pretty good prices. And going there will be 3 hours in between for Delta. Yeah, I think this flight would be pretty good for me. It's got pretty good pricing, and then in between the stops are a reasonable time, around 2 or 3 hours, and then the departure and arrival time seems pretty reasonable as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Alright, so it seems like I have the choices of booking the basic economy and main cabin here, and also other better ones. Let's see, no seat selections, seat last 2 board. I think adding a 180 for just the seat selection and boarding first wouldn't be that reasonable, so I'll just come with this one. And let's see what it's gonna give us.
Yes. So could you explain why you choose this one? Because there are many choices. Like, so what make you to choose this? Like the price, the baggage,
You mean
allowance?
this flight?
No.
Like this choice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause well, since I'm already booking economy, I don't think having the choice of choosing a seat, or I personally don't really have any preferences on the plane on which seat I really want, because I don't care if I sit next to the window or next to the passway. And yeah, and then the most important part I care about is how many luggages I can bring. So for this one, it seems I can bring a carry-on and a check bag for free. and that would be enough for me. And even if I really want a second check bag, I guess I'll just pay for that. And there's no other choices here that would give you a second check bag. Oh, except for this one, which is too expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, first these two, there's not much of a difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then since I already know when my finals will be ending, so I don't think I will need to change my flight unless there's really an emergency. So I think just going with the cheaper option would be better.
Yeah.
Would be enough for me.
See.
Yeah. Okay, since I still want me to move to main, but I've already made my decision, so I'll continue to basic. Okay. Seems like $100 taxes. Oh, so the fee it gave me was after tax, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,680. Okay, so no extra fees. You're just upgrade your select seats, and yeah, I'll just continue to review and pay. There's one free carry-on, one free bag, which is right. And okay. Outbound. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
fill it here.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
okay.
that's it?
So, yeah, that's done. So how did that booking process feel for you? Does it straightforward or frustrated?
I think it's pretty straightforward. It's just that sometimes it loads kind of slowly, and also I think I think for the Google website here, it just shows you a bunch of different choices, and then I guess on first view it was kind of overwhelming because I have so many choices. I have more than like 10 or 15 or 20 to choose from, which I don't really need because first of all, I personally don't really like United for long distance traveling. So I guess it's probably a filter here. Oh yeah, there is a filter here. I didn't use that, but I can probably, I can get to choose my airlines here. I'll probably try to use that next time. And yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty good. I don't really get what's the point of showing the CO2 emissions, but I guess it's something that other people would care about when they choose a flight. And yeah.
So was there anything confusing about the option you saw? Like.
Oh yeah. I think on this Google website, for example, this one and this one, these two they show two different airlines at the same time. So I would probably be kind of confusing what that means. Like, does it mean that going to my destination, my first flight will be the first airline, and coming back would be a second airline, or does it mean that even the middle connecting flights will be changing airlines in between or something? But yeah, this sounds kind of confusing for me.
Yeah. Okay. So for the last question, do you feel confident that you got the best price and best flight for you?
So like, do I think this is the best choice for me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, for now, I think it is. From what I'm seeing right now, from what Google is showing me, the choices I have would be fitting to my my expectations. So like the best value. So it would be I think 1,680 would be a pretty good price for going for international flight, and also yeah, and then the time is fitting for me as well. Like leaving at 6 a.m. in the morning wouldn't be that bad, and then yeah, just one stop for 3 hours in between, that'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time today. Your sites are really valuable. So before we finish, would you will be comfortable about using the screenshot or the video recording for us research? This only used for our project and will not be shared publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.